I don't know what to say other than this was probably one of the greatest earnings call in a long flipping time from Tesla, from Elon, and I'm absolutely speechless. I don't know what, I mean, this was, I mean, the stock is up over 10%. This should tell you. And this was on an earnings report that was a miss. It was a miss, but yet it's up 10%. This and whatever the things that happened in the earnings call. If you guys haven't watched my live video from yesterday, you guys, my reactions was that was insane. That was insane. The earnings report, some bombshells, some nukes, pipe bombs was spilled yesterday. I think the bottom is in for Tesla stock, to be honest, but that's my opinion. There's a lot of things that went on, what Elon said yesterday. Now, again, he said it's time for delivering and taking action, but they were very confident. They gave a really good guidance, and they were mainly spitting facts. They were stating facts and realistic scenarios for the future, for the most part, at least. So let's get down to it. I'm still speechless. I'm still gonna be going through the report. I have a lot of things that I need to do to update my Patreon, my spreadsheets, everything. But this, you all gotta know about this stuff, because as a Tesla investor who's going all into Tesla stock almost more than 4 years now, I'm speechless for a very long time now. I am very speechless. This was a really solid quarter. So let's get down to it. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Let's go, man. Let's go. Before we get into all the juicy things, Tesla is very smart on how they do things. Right before the earnings report, Tesla releases the Model 3 performance, and the stock goes up about like 2%. When you take a look at the price, the specs, what you're getting for, it's a bang for your buck. I mean, the thing is, Elon says it's faster than a Porsche 911. I mean, yeah, it's an electric car, is different, but now it's affordable. It's no longer in the 6 digits. You know what I mean? Like, you can get this thing with EV credit and all that for like 30,000, 40,000, just it's insane. But going into earnings, everybody, including myself, we all had low expectations. I think that's important to know. We all had low expectations. We knew earnings is gonna be bad, it's going to be missed. And we also had a feeling or you know, we're speculating, and a strong speculation here, that Elon is gonna mess around and he's gonna be the child, not the adult of the room, and he's gonna say some weird things and the stock is gonna go down, because the stock has been going down. It was being pounded for the past few weeks, and the reason because is rumors. Reuters, I call them rumors, came out and they said that the compact car is being cancelled, but then they changed to postpone. Either way, they tried to make the compact car not, you know, available for Tesla for years to come, even though Elon and France came out and said clearly, no, this thing is coming. I don't know where you guys get this information from. I mean, we work here. We work here. Nothing is cancelled. And, you know, all the analysts went dumb. They absolutely went stupid. They just stopped putting in any new models in evaluation, and they came to a conclusion that the best case scenario, $2.40 EPS for Tesla in 2027. Bruh. Could someone like get a big glove and smack these guys in the face? Like, my God. Anyways, I took the advantage of the opportunity, and I bought more Tesla stock. I mean, when you get dumb like that and you dump the stock like that, I'll buy your shares. And now it's up 10% because, well, we'll get into that. Why? So everyone thought that we're going to go into this earnings call. It's going to be terrible. Earnings report is going to be terrible. But then the earnings report hit. And actually, it wasn't really that bad. Yes, free of cash flow, they were negative. Okay. And we can take a look at the billboard here, right? They missed on 51 cents. They got 45 cents. But they beat on revenue. 20 billion. They did 21 point and a half or something like that billion. All gross margins, excluding credits, they crushed it. They were expecting 15.9%. They got 16.4%. That was a really good sign. That was one of the main reasons why the stock went up as well. But not one of the main reasons, I think third or fourth reason. The main reason that came out is that in the earnings report, there's a section that says new models with an S at the end, not model with an S at the end, confirming there is new models coming out. And this got the street going like, okay, now we have confirmation that nothing that Reuters was saying has been delayed or canceled. They're coming out. And Elon drops some bombshells on this, right? He takes the opportunity like a freaking tiger and just, you know, goes for it. And says this: the next generation vehicles are coming sooner than expected, late 2024, early 2025. In other words, ASAP. And Wall Street is like, oh shoot, okay, no, this thing's coming much sooner than we thought. It's not canceled, it's coming, and it's okay. All right, we should put it back in our valuation now because we were dumb and we're gonna put it back in. That's exactly what happened. And that's why the stock has been going up like the way it's going up, because people are now, Wall Street analysts are now putting it back in their valuation and buying the stock again that they dumped at like, anyways. We're not gonna get into that, buy high, sell low kind of thing. But yeah, man, f you Reuters, or rumors. You lost all credibility. I used to get articles from you guys, but from now on, I blacklisted you guys. I will never share anything related to Reuters ever again. Even though you guys helped me get more, cheaper Tesla stock. But you guys are spreading misinformation that's false and just absolutely just terrible. You lost all credibility. I will never use you guys in my videos. I will never use you guys on my X post. And I will be naming you guys from now on rumors, not Reuters. Okay? Rumors. F you. Now let's get to the juicy stuff that made me speechless. And pretty much the whole entire Wall Street bullish on Tesla. This earnings call was flippin' eargasm to my ears. It was amazing, guys. It was amazing. So one of the things that came out that was very interesting is the robotaxi is now called the cyber cab. And judging by the pictures that we see online that Elon likes, all those AI generated video pictures of what the robotaxi is going to look like, and in the book as well, it does look kind of like a cyber truck. And so calling it the cyber cab, interesting. That's pretty interesting. It's interesting that we're getting a name of the vehicle as well. So that is very cool. Speaking of like the Cybertruck or the Cybercab, they're now producing 1,000 Cybertrucks every week. Like, sheesh, that is amazing. There's 48,000 units being produced every single year on an annual run rate at the moment. Obviously, they're going to continue ramping, but that's insane. And eventually, this thing's going to get to a point where it ramps really high and it starts to make money for Tesla. It makes good amount of money for Tesla. Elon says nearly 1 million Tesla drivers have used FSD, but this doesn't mean subscriptions. But I could imagine that most of them have opt-in. I mean, the thing, have you guys seen videos? People are actually trying it out, and they're opting in for the $99 a month, and it's getting to a point that it's getting addictive. People can't live without it, which is insane. Another insane thing here, guys, that I want to show you guys. We'll come back to the FSD, but I'm all over the place. I know I'm still trying to gasp with all the information we got slapped yesterday. If we take a look at Tesla's earnings, look at the ecosystem. Tesla has an ecosystem that's gonna be addictive for everyone. Think Apple, but like this is gonna be like on a whole new level. This is gonna be for driving autonomy, robo-taxis, energy. It's going to be insane. FSD is no longer training constrained, meaning with all the billions and billions of data that they're gathering, they can use that to improve the AI, improve the software, improve the full self-driving, and we can see with the updates coming up. And that's why they're making such a fast upgrade and improvements every single, 0.4, 0.5, you know what I mean? And they're coming every 2 weeks, which is kind of ironic. So that is a sheesh moment. A crazy moment here is what Elon said about the Optimus, is that they're they're seeking to see if they can get this thing to be working late 2024, late this year in their own factories to do some useful tasks. And then next year, I don't think about this part here, it's Elon's guess, right? Is that they plan to sell the Optimus, which I don't know. I don't believe that. I think that's more of a late 2020s kind of thing at the best case scenario, although I am conservative, right? Optimus working in the factories later this year, okay, I can see that. But selling it to another company, maybe to a warehouse company at like the lowest level labor, maybe. But I don't know. I'm taking this as a grain of salt. Sorry guys if I'm looking here too much. I'm just, I wrote everything that I need to share with you guys here. So I'm just going to read back and forth. Here is a sheesh moment, guys. Elon Musk confirms that both Teslas on the fleet service, so they're going to have their own, robotaxi fleet. Tesla's going to operate everything from, the cars, the software. They're going to be the head. And some, not all, some customers will be able to operate on robotaxis whole of fleet. Elon Musk calls this kind of like an Uber and an Airbnb kind of thing. And speaking about Uber, man, look at their stock. Their stock is down. Look at Lyft. Their stock is down. This thing is a Uber Lyft killer, but we all know what Uber and Lyft is going to do. They're going to come and say, hey man, give us, we'll buy some cyber cab, or we'll get some Teslas, put us in the, robotaxi fleet. And then Uber will become a proxy, in my opinion, will become a proxy later in the future, like 5-10 years from now, a proxy of Tesla. And I know I made a prediction that Uber or Tesla might buy out Uber. Well, the market cap's way too big for that, but it'll come to a point where Uber will be like a subsidies of Tesla without Tesla actually buying anything or buying them out at all. It'll just be like Uber is a proxy of Tesla. Everything they use is Tesla software. And here's the part where I lost my shit here, I'm not gonna lie, is that this is what they previewed in their earnings report. Look at that. They have a flipping app all ready for the robotaxis. Like, bro, that's a sheesh moment. Like, look at that. Like, they're serious. I mean, robotaxi event is on August 8th, and an app is necessary for these things. So that's amazing. That's amazing. And when I saw that, first thing came to mind is like RIP Uber and Lyft, man. RIP them. That is a sheesh moment. When asked about licensing FSD, Elon Musk confirms that Tesla is in a conversation with one major automaker. Now everyone is saying it's Ford, but who knows? It could be, whoever. But it looks like it's going to be Ford. Everyone is pressing us on Ford because they did mention that they're working on an autonomous vehicle, even though Ford has no data, no connections with any other company. Even if you want to bring in NVIDIA into it, no. It looks like it's going to be Ford. And whoever it is, really, Tesla's going to become a supplier of that company. Now, whether it's a deal with, making that vehicle in a specific way with cameras, or if it's just the FSD licensing, or some, both deals in between, this is going to be a very healthy margin for Tesla, and they're going to be printing a lot of money. And we all know what happened with the supercharging, right? Ford came in and then everybody came in. Well, as soon as Ford announces it, I do expect most to announce it as well. When asked about the Semi, they did confirm that they're going to start mass production in late 2025 and delivery in 2026. Now, I was expecting some sort of an announcement for Tesla Semi later this year, but it looks like we kind of got it here that there's going to be mass production 2025, late 2025, and delivery in early 2026 or mid 2026 to external customers. So that is awesome. That is flipping awesome. They are making the Gigafactory in Nevada that's specifically for the Semi. So it looks like it's going to be ready sometime like in a year from now or so. So late 2025 production. So hold on, late 2025. So 2025, we got the Semi production, and then we got the new generation vehicles being produced. Man, next year is looking flipping awesome. And then, on top of that, we got interest rates coming soon. Woo! I'm gonna buy some more shares, man. I'm gonna buy some more shares, which I have been buying more shares. So that's interesting. Anyways, moving on to the other bombshells that Tesla or Elon confirmed is that he will make Tesla very prosperous. So it's good to hear that, good to hear that as a long-term investor, especially when, we're being pounded every other week by these bears and these analysts and these shorts. It's good to hear that the guy who's running the company is, his intentions is good. And he, clearly said it here that, look, if I've been abducted by aliens, they're going to figure out autonomy. So I'm not needed there for autonomy. And I said this before many times, guys, the reason why I'm going all in into Tesla stock was because of autonomy, not because of the vehicles or energy or even the bot. Autonomy is a trillion upon trillion dollar opportunity, and I want to be part of that journey. I do want to be part of that journey. I just see the opportunity to make a whole bunch of money when this is solved and up and ready with robo-taxis and all that all around the world, with just full stuff driving by itself and licensing, all that stuff. It's just a lot of flipping money. And here's what Elon had to say. If someone does not believe Tesla will solve autonomy, they should not be an investor in the company. But we will, and we are. That's flipping music to my ears. That's music to my ears. The reason why I'm going all into Tesla stock is because of autonomy. That is it. I don't care about the rest of the things. I don't care about energy. Energy, cool. It's rampant, amazing. It should not be slept on. I mean, that thing's going to be a gigantic business, but not as big as autonomy. So, and autos is just, the tool to get autonomy out there. So for me, autonomy is number one for me. The bot, if it's bigger than that, then I guess that'll be a different timeline in the future to look at. Right now, I don't see that. I'm speechless, guys. This was a really good earnings call that nobody expected, that nobody flipping expected. So thank you, Elon. Thank you, Tesla team. Q2 is going to be flipping awesome. That's all I'm going to say. Q2, earnings, deliveries. We'll see how they're doing it. I mean, deliveries is not looking that great. I know Elon did mention that they're going to be growing this year, notably less compare how they were doing every other years, but because they're in between two growth curves right now, they're still going to be growing this year. So don't think that they're not going to be growing. Revenue is definitely going to be higher. Elon also confirmed that as well. I'm not too sure about profits. I mean, we are negative cash flow for Q1. Net income was 1.2 billion, but nonetheless, long-term, guys, is looking bright. I'm going to continue buying shares until I reach 1,000 shares and maybe up and beyond. You know what I mean? So sheesh moment right there. I'm pumped as hell. And the reason why I'm not that 100% energetic, I'm running on 4 hours of sleep, guys. I was live streaming yesterday till like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I had to wake up at 8 to go to work, and I had inventory checks. So anyways, not about me, not about that. Tesla stock is going to be one of the world's most valued company in the world. hands down. Of course, retiring off of it as well. So I made a video about it right here. A very conservative and a realistic way of looking at it. How many shares you would need today to retire off Tesla stock. Check it out, guys. Y'all won't be disappointed. Guys, support me by getting some merch. I bought the dip t-shirt because I bought the dip. That's all I'm gonna say. Subscribe and I shall see you guys in the next video. Love ya. See ya.